My peeps, I hope you're doing well today. Yeah, I just sat for a minute and tried to see what was out there in terms of a message. I tend to always be busy. I look for the quote. I try to figure out what in the day might have been resonant in some way and use that as a jumping off point. But today, as I tried to get quiet and centered, what came through was, kind of my origin story, what I'd been told about my birth, particularly by my mother, and how that might have set me up for certain expectations or, feelings of being responsible for stuff as a little kid. But then the message came, and then I was puzzling over, well, what was my dad's role in that? And I couldn't really figure out what it was. And then the message I got was, don't keep trying to figure it out. You don't have to figure it out. You were loved. You knew it. You loved us. We knew it. We said it out loud. Was it a smooth relationship? Not really. Each one had its own stuff to work out, its own lessons. But I think it was helpful to hear it's not on you to figure it all out. Because I always feel like it is. And in every relationship, I'm caught up in that. I want to figure it out. I want to figure the other person out. I want to suss it out and understand it. And that's not, there's nothing in that desire that's it is a little dangerous, but that, I feel like my heart was in the right place, and it often is when we're engaging with somebody who's mysterious to us and whose story, that how did you get to be this way kind of origin story. I'm always feeling like I need to know or figure out, why are you this way? And I really don't. I don't need to understand somebody to love them. And that for me is hard to get my head wrapped around. I feel like the cat hairs are just floating up to my face. Rue likes to lie here. So it's something about not needing to understand the story. Understanding that I have a partial story in my head that may be true for me, but not for anybody else in the situation. And it's more important, perhaps, to try to figure out my own story. But as the ancestors involved said to me this morning, well, not even that. Stop trying so hard to figure stuff out. Let it come to you. Let it come to you. Okay. This is the energy of kind of let it come to you. High Priestess. She reads the energies. She has a vision of it. She can hear the messages through the sort of ether. Divine feminine energy of the moon. That's what she operates off of. These receptive things that augment the messages. Three of Pentacles. This is a cooperative 3D energy. We're building something together. We want to cooperate to build this thing. I mean, one guy has the chisel and the hammer. One guy has the plans. It has something to do with a sacred space. But this guy is the guy doing it. This guy is the guy, guy planning it. This is the one who feels connected. It's a monk, a devotee. They all in their way have devotee to this endeavor. And High Priestess can be a secretive energy too. Sitting in a place of knowing it, because you listen and you hear, but you don't necessarily talk. You're not a way station for the message. A card of, I can't even think. My mind is blank. My mind is blank. And that's sort of High Priestess energy. It's not a blank mind, but it's kind of like a, not predisposed to decide what the messages are. Just to be open to them. And whatever they are a better form of knowledge. Sword energy here speaks to a kind of understanding of the need to move forward in the way somebody thinks about something. To calmer waters. There may have been a disturbance in the force field, in this cooperative energy of we agree how to build it. But this is moving out of conflict to calmer waters mentally. Perhaps based on, like my message this morning was, you don't have to figure everything out. Sword energy is about figuring stuff out, mental engagement. In this case, it's a forward movement into a calmer place. Judgment. Judgment's a big-ass card, that's what I'm hearing. It's a supercharged superpower card. It's so powerful, it can bring things back to life. Bring us back to life. Out of the coffin place of, it's the resurrection and the light. And that biblical language just comes to me. That was a language I learned in my formative years. That's still useful. The idea of being resurrected, called back to life by some kind of angelic, over presence that's watching over. Major Arcana, underneath High Priestess. And what this person may be intuiting, the message they're hearing intuitively is this trumpet call, the clarion call. You're not done yet. There's more to come. I'm not telling you this loudly in High Priestess energy, but some other subsequent thing gets louder, gets trumpeted on the archetypal level. Oh, it's a wake-up call. And then here we sort of have a story. It's to do with feelings, with Cups energy, with somebody who embodies that water energy of, I'll go there, open-heartedly. The call to new life has to do with opening the heart. Hangman, Piscean energy. Again, a card of feelings. You know, of receiving the message, the epiphany about feelings. You know, it's sort of like the message within, hearing it, and the message being amplified through this sort of trumpet, like a megaphone, being amplified. And it has to do with an epiphany about feelings and a wake-up call, like come out of this, because Hangman is a card of suspension. Literally like suspension. You're hanging from this thing, you're suspended. But it's the wake-up call is coming in. Can you hear it? This guy could hear it. Open-hearted to the call, to the wake-up call. You know, time to come out of, you've gotten the epiphany, time to get on the pony and ride. A lot of time has been spent to grow this thing. In Pentacles energy. A lot of deep consideration and investment to build this. Here are the raw materials that it took time to grow. And this is sort of, what do we do with the raw materials? That Pentacles material world energy. The raw materials. We build something together. From a new understanding, or a calm place. But it's a calm place, but it's sort of a call to move forward. The Six of Swords, move forward. To a resurrected, you know, to new life. Open-hearted, King of Cups. Having gotten the epiphany out of the suspended time, on the epiphany, the enlightenment. And you know, this is harvest time. Now's the time. You've put in a lot of work and a lot of time. That's on Judgment, which is the second to the last card in the Major Arcana. Sorry, I can feel this hair on my face driving me nuts. I really apologize. I'm obviously in a living with an animal. Well, it's grown something. This is sort of the fruits of the labor. This is harvesting, you know, the first fruit, something small. An early harvest. Pages are new energy, fresh energy, like the first bloom. That's on Hangman. It's like this is the evidence, this is the thing you can pluck because the time is right. It's been a long time coming, a long time ripening. Wow. On High Priestess, Ace of Pentacles. This is the seed, the potential thing, the new thing that can grow. And here it is, being offered. Not a big offer, a new offer. A viable seed, a real, authentic thing that can grow over time. Empress. This is the principle of growth, of creation, of abundance, fertility, fertile ground. A card of Taurus, an earth sign, fertile ground. To grow. I mean, this is just chock-a-block with pentacles. With the energy of something coming into being. And I think somebody, and it may just be the universe, is offering this opportunity for growth. And it's backed up by Empress. The card of abundance and growth and creativity, who can birth something in 3D, Taurus energy, earth sign, a new thing. Two cards of divine feminine, Empress, High Priestess. And I think the masculine is showing up as King of Cups, Pisces, perhaps a water sign, who's gotten an epiphany about kind of what to offer. The first that promises more to come. Something's getting a second chance, a second life, a second opportunity. Aces speak to opportunity for growth, to manifest something, and then be able to offer it. So how does the Empress, High Priestess, both cards of receiving and of abundance and fruition, how does this feminine energy feel about what can be built? Having invested a lot of time and energy. Okay. How does she feel about it? Well, she feels powerful in her own right. Queen of Wands. She's highly intuitive. She's independent. You know, her companion is her familiar that connects her sort of to spirit. You know, she does not pursue. She's in that feminine energy of I'll receive. I find myself to be of great value. Empress, Queen of Wands, knows her value, knows herself. She can read people. She can read the energies, like High Priestess. And she's about growth. You know, and interestingly, Tower is about growth that's so dramatic, it bursts out at the seams. something about this protective shell it was time to hatch. Time to hatch. All these pentacle energies of growth and slow growth, viable growth, fertile growth. Time for the egg to hatch. And something, God, you have to, something, the eggs to make an omelet. I can't even crack the eggs to make an omelet. Six of Cups. I mean, it's to do with connection, Cups energy. This open-hearted, the action that this king takes is to open their heart. That's the element they're working in, is feelings element. That Piscean energy. That's the epiphany they got. Open your heart. Crack it open. It's a dramatic change. And it's to do with this old, long-term relationship. All the pentacles here. Over time, something that was grown, perhaps from childhood. Perhaps over lifetimes. And somehow it's time for this dramatic change. And it's boom, the sudden cracking of the egg. Because it's the thing, it's time for it to be born. Into 3D, into the world. It's a card of the mother. That ability to bring forth into the world. And now's the time. It's also, I'm getting the image of the water breaking. The water breaking. Having been in this gestational period to get the epiphany, the water breaks. And this new thing is able to, the opportunity for it anyway, it's cooked long enough. And the opportunity, this seed, this potential, has to do with feelings. I see this as a card of Scorpio, of that kind of dramatic change, transformation. This relationship, there's going to be a tower moment, a hatching. Four of Swords, and it may be held up, for a matter of days, for as long as it takes to restore mental, to heal something mental. To move forward to calmer waters. This is a card of calming down. Calming down the nervous system. Overthinking. Once you're in calmer waters, you're moving into that, certainly, or somebody is. And I think this is a card of being solo. This is a card of cooperation, of doing something, building something with somebody else. But first there needs to be some kind of tweaking. an adjustment in the nervous system. But it's time. All these pentacle energies, it's full term. See, she's pregnant. It's full term. It needs to happen now. Fast. It will happen fast. But this time out for the brain to settle is not an option. It's a necessity. Like if you were in labor, all these cards of work and labor to grow something, you want it to be full term. You want the gestational period to be long enough. You don't want to hatch the egg when it's not ready to be out in the world. Something, though, is full term, because this is like, this is like firecracker. This is popping out. And it may be a sudden and a surprise that somebody's returning. It's a soulmate. Doesn't have to be a romantic situation. Because 3 of Pentacles can be 3 people cooperating, but this is very much a 2. Both soulmates working in 3D to build something that's calmer, because the time is right. Something is gone full term. Has gone through a dramatic change, and it's sort of like now, having been slow in Pentacles energy, now, or very soon. Saying flip this is the little deck. The time to move forward. Oh, shoot. That's sort of dramatic. It's a 6 of Wands. It's like moving forward successfully. Moving forward successfully with the love offer. Somebody's coming in with a love offer. This King of Cups is, their energy is on the move. It's cooked, it's ready, in the energy of water. Somebody's embodying it right to the top of the best expression of that feeling energy of love and connection. And it's a little bit contained. King of Cups is known for a little bit of reserve. Because they don't want to be overwhelmed. Good grief. They don't want to be overwhelmed. Because this, Ace of Cups. That seed. Oh my God. I can't, I keep seeing this. Stop me. The epiphany, the hatching of the egg, this opportunity to come forth into reality, 3D, because it's full term, is also about this Ace of Cups. the opportunity to love, and love deeply, King of Cups. And show up, Knight of Cups. Show up with the cup in hand. The cup in hand. And it's like, I, Ace of Cups, am offering this to you. Is this the second time we're seeing it? Yes, it is. I mean, good grief. Again, the card of soulmate connection. And I'm just pissing my pants. I mean, sorry, but that's pretty amazing. Divine masculine making this offer to move forward quickly, and successfully. And I just have to flip this deck or we'll be here all day. It's a wonderful message that doesn't want to stop. This Knight of Cups is coming in with the offer, does not want to stop, is backed up by a divine masculine energy of power and purpose, of being able to make it happen. And we have divine masculine, divine feminine. This sixth card, this moving forward to a calmer place, it is relating to this sixth card in feelings energy. So moving forward, based on some kind of return of a soulmate. And I think the Empress, the divine feminine energy, is in a place to receive it. Taurus energy, Empress energy, receive it. Because she's calmed down a bit. And I don't really see what the mental state was. But it had to do with waiting and healing. But I think both parties. Both parties. And bottom of the deck, and gotta flip it again because it's just, yeah, it's gonna go on and on. Lovers, card of Gemini, a card of the connection. The yin yang, the twins. The power couple, the perfect match. I mean, perfect, but this is a good fit. A really good fit. I think that's it. A good fit, that's it. Based on everything we said, there's a story here that moves us in that direction, for sure. And this was the last popper. Moving forward fast, Cancer energy. In a balanced, emotional way. Hard to do with feelings. Moving forward. After this, period of gestation, the thing is hatched. We can move forward together in a balanced, emotional way. We're on the same page. I feel a sneeze coming. God bless us, God bless you. Till next time. We have on the board Libra, Cancer, Gemini, Taurus, Aries, Scorpio. Cancer again. Judgment. Don't really know what sign that is, or if it has a sign. Pisces. That's it. Emperor, Empress. Lovers. Ace of Cups, Knight of Cups, King of Cups. Somebody's drawing this to them. Somebody's on the move. You know, and there are all these pentacle cards, cards of growth, slow growth. But then suddenly, egg is hatched. Let's go. And this is sort of the what's inside the egg. It's like the big yolk, the thing that feeds and nurtures, like Empress. I'll shut up now. I love you guys. See you soon.